Our next guest is a superhero mom of 4 who had to deal with the tragic diagnosis of retinitis pigmentosa in 3 out of her 4 young children. That is a rare eye disease that eventually causes blindness. But instead of feeling sorry, Edith Lemay felt motivated to show her kids the entire world to fill their visual memories. Watch.
They're perfectly healthy kids, except when Mia was 7, she was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa. Her 2 little brothers had exactly the same symptom as hers. Retinitis pigmentosa is a genetic disease. We don't have any in our family. For us, it was quite unexpected. The vision is going to shrink from the outside towards the inside. So they're going to lose their field of vision over time. They expect them to be blind around midlife, but that means that between now and then, they're going to slowly lose chunk of their vision. At first, it's really the shock, disbelief. You think there's a mistake, that's impossible. After a while, that's really when you start to accept the disease, accept that your kids are going to have a different path. One of the specialists really told me the best thing you can do right now is to fill their visual memory. She was saying, look through books at different images like giraffes and elephants. So when they do get blind, they'll have like images to refer to. And that's when the idea came up. Well, if they need to see elephant and giraffe, let's go see them in real life, not in books. So we crossed Africa by land from Namibia through Zambia and Tanzania. Then we flew to Turkey. We spent after that like 5 weeks in Mongolia. Then we went to Indonesia for 2 months, and we slowly made our way up through Southeast Asia, through Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. And from there, we went to Nepal, where we did an amazing 9-day trek in the Himalaya. We went camping in Oman for a few weeks, and we finished our trip in Egypt.
Wow. Welcome to DBL. Edith Lemay. I am just so inspired, couple. That's perspective, right?
Edith, I was keeping up with you for maybe 2 countries there, and then you blew past me. But it's so amazing seeing that visual. I love this story. Your 4 kids, all under 12 years old, 3 of them with retinitis pigmentosa are now world travelers, as we just saw. What was it like experiencing the world through your children's eyes?
It was truly amazing and way better than what we could have expected. And of course, with your kids, you really, you see things through their eyes, and they're not always the way you expect. For example, we wanted to show them the most beautiful sand dune in Namibia, and all day Laurent was looking at the little beetles, and that's what he found the most amazing part of the day. And he was right, they showed us amazing thing as well.
I love that.
This is such a beautiful story. I'd have to ask, what kind of skills did your kids learn on the trip?
So many skills, but I think the one that's going to be most useful for them is resilience and the ability to adapt, because as their vision fade, they're going to need to adapt all through their life. So during the trip, they needed to adapt to different food, different culture, different language, often different last-minute change of plan. Like, for example, we were in Zambia. We were supposed to take a 3-day train to cross the country, and we found out the train wasn't running. So we had to go to plan B, and plan B was a 16-hour bus ride with no AC, no food, no toilet. And the kids adapt. I even remember Colin, who had to sleep on a little suitcase in the middle of the alley, and he woke up saying, "Oh, mommy, I'm so lucky. I had the best place on the bus."
Oh my God. There you go.
Unbelievable. You made memories accessible by doing this. It's unbelievable what you did. After all 13 countries, was there a moment for you that made it all worth it?
Well, so many. It was so hard to choose. But I think one of them that really, for the entire family, that's the best, is it was hot air balloon rise at sunrise in Turkey. And we told the kids that we couldn't go because it was too expensive, that we would just go see them take off. And last minute, we just said, okay, come on, come in the balloon. They were so excited. It was so beautiful. And I remember Leo looking at me, telling me, Mommy, it's just like we're in a dream. And that's how magical it was.
Your whole story, I mean, the whole thing is magical. What message are you hoping our audience takes away?
Just in any moment in your life, something hard happens that you can change. It's okay to be sad and to be angry, but don't stay in that mood. You need to accept it. And when you get to the point where you accept the situation, that's when you can start finding solution and think about the positive part of it. And that's how it gets better.
Can I ask you a quick question? Are your kids, how aware are they of what's going to progress? And is there any fear for them that this is going to happen? Or have you empowered them so much through this trip?
Well, so far there's no fear. They're still really young. My eldest is really aware, and she's so positive. She said, you know what? Right now my vision is good. I'm going to enjoy life right now, and see when problem arrive, then I'll find solution.
Unbelievable.
Edith, I just want to say quickly, like, I'm sure you weren't listening earlier in the show. We're talking about learning and education and what we teach our kids in school. What you taught your kids already, what they have seen in this world is more than any kid their age will ever see. And we complain about what we're learning in our schools and things like that. I'm so proud of you for doing this. I think it's something I'm going to do with my children one day. I applaud you for doing this. It's just, I think the world needs more of it. So thank you for sharing this story.
You're
absolutely right.
Yep.
And can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
No one's asked, how are you holding up? How are you
Good
getting
question.
through this? You are a major component in this.
Really, it's just staying positive and allowing yourself to have those feelings. You know,
Yes.
Angry, sadness are okay, but then look at the positive side of things and make the best of what we got. You can't change it, so might as well make the best out of it.
Wise words, and with your action behind it. Thank you so much, Edith. DBL Nation, please check out fightingblindness.org. Their work gives us hope that a cure may be found for Edith's kids. Thank you again, Edith. We appreciate you. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.